Too hot. Way too hot.
It's very hot today. What's the temperature?
Let's check. 1,000.
Oh!
78 degrees in Anchorage. Too hot. 78 in Alaska does not feel like 78 anywhere else. Probably would be around 85-ish feeling.
No, more than that.
More than that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 85 in Florida is comfortable, but it's not like 90. Doesn't feel like 90.
I think it does.
You think it feels like 90?
Yeah.
It's that temperature, and what time is it? 7 o'clock. And sun is probably about 6 hours from set.
Yeah, it's not done. Okay.
Alrighty.
So we're gonna do the walls today.
Oh yes. Yeah. We come on in here.
There's some places in the walls we actually put 1/2 inch on. I think I've said this before, but just to reiterate, so we have 1/2 inch in places because we had to screw stuff to it. So we kind of like strategically put 1/2 inch where we needed it. We put 1/2 inch where we have that thing screwed to. That's going to be food storage. We have 1/2 inch where we have the cabinet screwed to. We have 1/2 inch where we have the bed, the back of the bed frame back, well, the front technically. This is the back technically, but over there we have 1/2 inch back there. We do have a couple more places that need 1/2 inch, like the garage wall, but everywhere else we're just going to put 1/4. And since there's 1/2 in some places, but not all places, and we don't want any lips, we're actually going to put a slice of 1/4 inch and put it on the furring strip and staple it to it, and then put another 1/4 inch on top of it so that it's flush with this 1/2. Where is it? Down here. See where it's flush right here? I can't reach it, but it's flush. Because we don't have a 1/4 inch, or we don't have a 1/2 inch plywood for the whole rig kind of budget, because plywood's really expensive right now, and it's heavy, so all that extra weight, it doesn't really make sense. So we're gonna do as many wall panels as we can, because we only have 5 sheets, and the store that we get this from is closed until Monday, so it's Saturday now. You'll probably see this video next Thursday, but we can't get any more, so we'll do what we can, and you'll see that today. We got more lights, so we can actually wire in the rest of this circuit here. These are getting hard to come by. When we first got these were like, what were they, $12 for 6?
Yeah.
And now they're like, how much was this? I can't remember.
50 something for 6?
Yeah, so we got 2 of them. This is almost a whole freaking sheet of plywood here.
Yeah.
This build is getting expensive in this current events.
Alright, so we had wired up all of the living room circuit lights, and we were like, why is this not working? And I was going to go look for my little toner. Couldn't find it. But Stephanie found a picture of the walls before we did the spray foam. And then I was looking at it and it's like, oh, we're missing a wire in this box. So we started taking ceiling panels off and we found it. The wire is right there. Now I just got to make the connection, and these wires are very short. I'm going to make the connection outside of where the box is, and technically that's illegal, but
In houses.
this is an RV, and there is no, well, I guess there is kind of a technically illegal, but for this case, this is safer than leaving it extending an extension on something going down the road. So this is how we're going to do it. And if it fails in the future, we'll have this on YouTube and we'll come back and tell you that it failed.
And we probably shouldn't say
And how we
anything
fix
about
it.
being illegal.
No, that's fine. In a house, this is illegal. Do not do
isn't
this in a
technically
house.
Here's one.
There we go.
We didn't fail after all.
Well, we did. We just didn't fail that hard.
It didn't feel extra hard.
So that's okay.
I'm really glad that we took that picture of where all our wires were before we put the foam in, because that helped a lot, and we're probably going to have to use it a couple of times. And that's also why we screwed all of our walls and ceiling pieces in, because we might have to get back behind it. These are screwed in. They're not stapled or tacked or whatnot.
They're not glued either.
Yeah, they're not glued either.
I guess the moral of the story is take a picture. It most likely will come in handy.
You're on! Wow! So pretty!
There you go. Two and a half. Bro. So if you don't remember, we did a video on how to wire three-way switches, and we will leave a link down below to that video so you can see what I'm doing to wire all this up. When you're wiring up a house outlet, do not do this where you're touching metal, touching the outlet, all this stuff, because that is 120 volts. This is all 12 volts. Why do I keep doing that? This is ridiculous. Let me screw this in and then I'm going to talk, because for some reason I cannot do both at the same time right now. So right now, actually first, this is not wired up correctly right now. This side is, but the other side is not. The other side, everything is just tied together so that I could test the lights. So this configuration, no matter which way I put it, it's going to be on. This is on, that's on. The only time that it's off is when it's between. Like you balance the light, that's the only time it's off. So that's how this is wired right now. And I did this live because this is only 12 volts. And it's running through a computer power supply and through a fuse box. Really, that doesn't matter because this is only 12 volts. 12 volts isn't high enough to go through human skin and actually make you a conductor. So there's not much risk of you getting shocked. 120 volts on the other hand is. It's not the voltage that kills you, it's the amperage. So if I were to be salty enough that this would make, I was a good battery for this power, it would go through me. And 1 amp is enough to kill you. So the fuse that's in there is 10 amps. Technically this is dangerous enough to harm you, seriously. But it's only 12 volts. It's not high enough to actually go through me.
Kimi is not nearly salty enough.
Not nearly salty enough.
He's a very unsalty boy.
There is a top on these these switches too. It doesn't really matter when it's a three-way, but still something I'm gonna keep an eye on.
Alright, so this is what all we got done this weekend. We got the bedroom walls completely walled off except for that section right there above the door. We got this wall done except for that last square up there. We're not gonna put this kind of wall in the garage. That's gonna stay foam. The wall for the garage is gonna be 1/2 inch and it's gonna go here. We are waiting on this kitchen panel right here until we get the floor in and our ladder. So we've kind of been using this wall right here as a way to get in and out. So we figured, let's wait on this wall so that we can keep getting in and out easily. If you like this video, make sure to push the like button. It's a blue thumb under the video. It would help a lot. If you want to see more of our journey, please subscribe and push the little bell icon next to it and you will be notified when we put out a next video. Until next time, guys, bye. You can still see me, can't you? Okay, bye.